Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing some 5 Minute. I'm playing a guy that I played, I don't know, maybe a week or so ago, who was kind of a sore loser, to be honest. He made me sit there and time down, or he timed down, I should say, in a completely lost position. So let's see what happens in this round. Actually, last time we had the same opening. It was a Benko. I think it was a 3-minute game we played last time, though. Okay, E3. Should I take? I'm going to go take or knight F6. I'm going to take. Then he can come out to... Oh, he does not play bishop takes B5. Interesting. I can go queen A5 check is one idea. Let's do that.
Check.
And then if he plays bishop D2, I'll play pawn B4. Or do I want to go queen B6? Queen B6 is also interesting. Nah, I better go pawn B4. He can go knight A3 and put the knight on C4 now. Is one idea. Plays bishop C4 instead, okay. Let's just play D6. Bishop F5 could be played, but I think I should go knight F6 first just so he can't play E4. I wonder if I could have gone bishop F5, E4, bishop takes E4, but I don't think it was worth the risk. So we'll just play it like this. So this is my final day of recording for 2014. Very much looking forward to the new year. Let's go knight BD7, huh? Yeah. Plays rook A2, so now he's threatening to take on B4. I think I'll just play queen B6 to address that. And take here. Take here. Bishop A6 is also interesting. Bishop A6 might even be more active. Bishop A6, he can play bishop C4, though. So probably better to take. Play it simple. And now knight C5. Attack that pawn. If this pawn advances, bishop F5 looks nice for me. Okay, so he pins me. Yeah, that's smart. I should escape this pin. But then he's going to go knight BD2, and his development's really seamless, isn't it? Maybe best to go for an exchange then. Yeah, I like bishop A6. I want to trade the light square bishops. B3 might have been decent too. Let's see if he takes me on C5. If he does, I'm thinking rook C8, potentially. Now, I can come into D3, so queen D3. I could also go like knight FD7. Pawn B3 is an option. Queen D3. My initial instinct was queen D3, but I'm starting to think that B3 or rook C8 might be better. Close call. Rook C8, I'm afraid he'll take on C5. It's the only thing. And then put his queen on B3. I really like my knight. I don't want to exchange that knight. Prefer to avoid that if I could. All right, I'm going to go B3 before he gets a chance to blockade that pawn. And if he takes, I'm just going to trade, and then I'm going to take on E4. That's how I'm going to play it. I have a trick up my sleeve, too. that if he blunders into it, it'll be pretty cool. So I think he should take now. I don't want to tell you guys what the trick is. Oh, he doesn't take. He's not going to play ball with me. Okay. I'm just going to bring my knight back now. I have to play fast because I'm way down on time. Maybe I can go queen into a4 or rook b8. Let's go queen into a4. Attack this knight. He can come into c6, but I'll just undermine him with e6. So I'm going to play this. Okay, I'm down my usual, my customary couple minutes on the clock. I maybe spent a little bit too much time talking in this one, but we'll see. Let's go rook e8. Just cover the e7 square. Go h5. Seems useful. I do want to undermine the d5 pawn, but as of yet, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Okay, let's go queen a2. I'm curious what he'll do about the pressure on b2. Wow, he trades. Really? You can do this? Because I have this move, right? He has knight b4, though. It's annoying. But I have this move. Okay, maybe this is going to resolve in my favor. So close. Yeah, this is just kind of fizzling out. Except I'm way down on the clock, but other than that, it's pretty drawish. You know, so... This is my game to lose now, though. Even though I think it is a draw. Let's go here.
Time warning.
It's not good. I think it is a draw, but I'm probably going to lose on time. Didn't he just get his knight trapped, kind of? Oh no, never mind.
Check.
Okay, this is a total draw. I guess I'll just offer and see. I mean, I'm not expecting him to take it. He did flag me like pretty mercilessly last time. So, yeah, not expecting him to be kind in this position.
Check.
F4. F4 check. F4 so I can mate you. Okay. He's going to do this for some reason.
Check.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just losing. Yeah, I spent a little bit too much time like trying to figure out what to do in that game. So that was not a good time situation. If we go back, I had a good position.
Check.
Let's see. So queen b6. Yeah, I think I have some advantage here, like a small advantage. Because I think my my activity is good. I don't have a space disadvantage. Bishop e3 was a nice move, because otherwise it's hard for him to complete his development. He needs to go bishop e3 and knight bd2. But, yeah, this is the only move that enables him to unwind fully. I played bishop a6. Okay, here I was really debating what to do. I spent a lot of time on that move. Minute 15. Too much, probably. But I had so many tempting options, like rook c8 was an option. Queen d3 was an option I had mentioned. And then the move I played in the game, b3. The thing I didn't like about rook c8, even though it seems very natural, just line up my rook with his queen, is that after take and then take, I didn't like that he could put his queen here. It seemed hard to dislodge, and I'd have to tend to the b-pawn. I mean, I'm sure this is fine for black, but somehow I didn't want that to happen. I also thought about knight fd7 in this position. Just solid, but let's just see what the engine thinks, what it prefers for black. Okay, so it actually likes queen d3. That was my first instinct move. What, take, and then... What if he just defends the pawn, b3? Okay, rook a8. And I suppose it's suggesting that black has good activity here. Yeah, I should have just settled for that, it seems. This move also seems okay, though. I was really expecting him to take. And then I was going to go like this and grab on e4. And I think with him having two weak pawns, even though one is past the b-pawn, black should be better. Yeah, and the engine's showing a nice advantage. So he played queen b1 after b3. I went here. That was just so if he takes me, I can recapture with the knight. I went queen into a4. It was also possible to play... Nah, bishop takes d4 is not good. I was thinking bishop takes d4, then queen a4. But this pawn is not really under attack after he moves his bishop. Like, let's say he just goes back to e3. He has two defenders on that pawn. Just see if the engine thinks anything is better after queen b1 than what I did. Nope, likes knight fd7. Okay, it does like bishop takes d4. It's saying trade on d4 and then play rook a8. Again, it gives a nice edge to black. So after this, here, I just played to undermine d5. Rook e8 might be a waste of time. Given that I didn't ultimately want my rook on the e-file anyways, I think rook e8 might be a waste of time. Probably a8, and the a-file is a more likely destination. But I did want to rule out, in the case of this capture, I did want to rule out knight e7 check and then knight takes d5. That might be a useful idea for him if he's able to recapture on d5 that way. Yeah, I still think I'm better. I was really shocked that he took. But I guess he might not have much choice with the b2 pawn under attack. Really thought I would just be not winning, but have some sort of tactical idea. Just doesn't quite work. Knight b3, he takes on a2. Rook a4, it works great if he plays knight takes a2, because then I get this move in. But as it stands, he plays bishop d2. I don't see any way I can come out on top. If knight b3 take, this nearly works, but yeah, he takes here. Spoils my fun. So let's just see if there's anything after rook a1. Ooh. Engine says I'm practically winning. Oh, rook b8. Subtle. So the point of rook b8, yes, if takes, then I can hop right back on this pin, and yeah, he's in big trouble. He can't move the b pawn because this is a problem, and he can't move his knight. So knight b3 is a huge threat, and so is bishop takes b2. So if he guards knight b3 by playing knight d2, I have this move. Rook b8. That's a tough one. I did not see that. And I suppose he'd have to, if he doesn't want to lose the knight, he'd have to jump in here, but then I get this move in, and that's probably even worse. Rook b1 coming, or knight b3. That's over. Okay, so I had a nice winning continuation with the subtle move Rook B8. Yeah, as it stands, though, I guess bishop takes b2 was marginally better here. Because after bishop takes b2 and we trade, I can play knight b6 at the end and I win that pawn. Okay. So that was a missed opportunity. Yeah, and my time was disastrous in this endgame. I mean, I pretty much just expected to get flagged and lose, given how much time I took. But yeah, it's like, even after I lose this pawn, I think it's a draw. I'm not sure why I didn't take with the pawn here, though. That would have been much simpler, I think. I do wonder about that final position. I got into some difficulties. I'm not going to seriously analyze this portion. It's still a draw.
Check.
He sacrifices knight at the end.
Check.
I was so hoping for f4 so I could go knight f7 mate.
Checkmate.
With like 6 seconds on my clock. Not going to happen. Okay, so the engine doesn't think... Okay, it actually says I'm winning. I was just trying to exchange pawns. Yeah, knight e5. That makes sense, like, attempt to blockade the pawns. f4, knight d3 is winning for me. Because I come to f2 and then to g4. Oh no, f2 and then to h1. Aha, and then eventually win that guy. Okay. Yeah, as
Check.
played here. Oh, even at the end I'm winning. If I had played knight g4. Aha, knight g4 and then come back to f6. And then run my f-pawn. Okay. Oh well. Time makes this a completely moot point. Oh, by the way, the tactic I wanted to show you guys that I was trying to set up. Forgot to illustrate this. This was just kind of a fun fantasy variation. I'm going to turn off the engine for this. So, in this position after b3, if he takes on b3, I was planning on recapturing, as I said, and then taking on e4. Now, it may be natural for him to try to use the d4 square again. So one line, again, this is purely a fantasy variation, so let's say he goes knight here. How can black win material in this position? Okay, so there's kind of two solutions, but the one I was thinking of was bishop takes d4, and then queen takes f1 check. Forces king to take and then get the fork in, and we'll be up a rook. It's not that great of a puzzle because knight d2 also just works in this position, although queen takes f1 is even better. So he has some tactics with this queen takes f1 device that he has to be aware of. Okay, sorry I couldn't play faster in that one, guys, but hope you enjoyed that video, and please leave me any feedback in the comments. Thanks, guys.